Hi, my name's Dave Connors. I'm here to tell you a little bit about The Actors, which is a series of 6 10-minute short comedy episodes that I have written and will be directing. And this blog will be telling you about the whole production. Our rehearsals start today, so now it's a good time, I think, for me to sort of release the first video. Just to tell you a little bit more about what the series is and what you can expect. The series follows a group of young, aspiring, up-and-coming actors who get together to make a short comedy film. And we look at the obstacles they have to overcome, both internally to do with sort of the group tensions about different people's ideas for the project and the film, and also personally and professionally in their own lives. Their different issues, their different problems. The group is brought together by Nathan, who is a drama graduate, recent graduate, and he's the one who's had the idea for the film, and he's brought everyone together. The group aren't friends outside of the project. They've been cast and brought together by Nathan. Nathan therefore sees the project as his baby, and he obviously gets rather upset when people are throwing in their own ideas, their own ad-libs, to change what he sees as his vision, and very often some of the characters have a very different vision of their own characters, of what they believe they should be doing in the film, and that obviously creates a lot of problems with Nathan. We also, Nathan is having to deal with the fact that his parents have recently separated and his mother has started a new relationship, and this is sort of exacerbated when his mother is brought into the group over his objections to come in as a director. Amongst the rest of the group, you also have Andy, who is a little bit more experienced actor, has recently toured the country in a play of which he's very proud. And having a little bit more experience than Nathan, Andy sees himself as the natural leader of the group, so there's obviously a little bit of tension between those two. Then you have George, who is not a full-time actor. He works in an investment bank. He's always been very keen on performance and acting, but this enthusiasm wasn't shared by his parents, and they sort of pushed him into finance as a more stable option, and now he's having a chance to do something that he loves, and is pretty determined that his lack of formal experience can be made up with a lot of enthusiasm. We also have Kim, who is still a drama student, but has achieved fame of sorts, having appeared in a sort of rather embarrassing but prominent advert, and she's sort of often being spotted, much to her displeasure. And then finally we have Anna, who is a sort of girl next door type and very worried that she has been typecast in that way, and therefore she is trying to make her character in the film a little bit more edgy, and that obviously also causes problems amongst the group, as a lot of her sort of suggestions don't really fit with the tone of what they're trying to do. Nathan's mother, who I sort of mentioned earlier, her name's Belinda. She comes in the first episode to speak to Nathan, and the others sort of finding out that she's a director and enlist her help with the problem that they're having, and when she proves herself very good at that, they sort of overrule Nathan's objections and have her brought into the project as the director. So that's the sort of 6 main characters, and say the premise is that they want sort of getting together to discuss a short film that they're making for a competition, a sort of romantic comedy, and the series will explore everything that they have to go through to get that film made, their own individual problems. Well, the series is currently still in pre-production. Rehearsals start today, Monday the 29th of August. It'll be the first time that we got the cast all together to meet. It'll be the first time that we hear everyone reading whole episodes, which is very exciting for me personally. We've obviously heard different elements read out at auditions, which went very well. We've got a very strong cast together. So we're sort of very confident now that things can go very smoothly over the next few weeks. and we're looking to kick things into production in mid-September, with filming due to start on the 17th of September. We still have some location issues to resolve to make sure we hit that date. The idea actually came to me. I was watching cricket, of all things, late one night over Christmas, England in Australia, which was obviously very interesting as an England cricket fan. And the idea of a particular conversation between mother and son, Nathan and Belinda, as happens now in the show, came to me. And I thought it was sort of an interesting idea. It appears in the first episode, so hopefully very soon you'll all have an opportunity to decide whether you like it too. But as I say, it struck me as an interesting idea, so I jotted it down, and then spent a little bit of time thinking of how that could be worked into something. I mean, it needed the son to be with a group of friends in a cafe, and why were they there, what were they doing, and I had a couple of other little ideas already playing around in my head, particularly for the Anna character of this sort of pretty girl next door who always having to play that type but wanting to do something else, and so this sort of idea of a group of actors, came together quite naturally for me. This is my first project as a writer-director. The cast, much like the characters they'll be playing, are also sort of aspiring up-and-coming actors with various levels of experience, which is obviously a good fit for the characters that they're playing. It gives them good insight into what they're doing. And the whole project itself has a good symmetry with the storyline, that the characters are creating something to sort of take control of their own careers and get something out there, and we're kind of doing the same. So I think that's a nice symmetry. Though, I mean, that's obviously not the main reason for the premise. As I say, that sort of came to me in sort of different ways. Today is our first day of rehearsals, which is obviously very exciting. As well as doing the sort of rehearsals and read-through, we'll also be trying to do some short interviews with the cast about themselves and about their characters. Those will be going up on the website and YouTube channel, so please do keep checking back. We will also hopefully see on the website links to our Facebook and Twitter, as well as our blog, which will probably be the most regularly updated feature over the next few weeks as we try to keep information going out of where we are in the project, when we hopefully to start releasing the episodes. So if you are interested in finding out more about the project, about the actors, about the cast, about myself, then please do check those various social media.